organisation that supports disabled people with legal issues. We've had I man the phone, so we get the weird calls that come in that we can't help with, but we still get all the information. And we've had cases where we've had a young man whose carers decided that he was incapable of giving consent to cross-dress. Despite the fact he'd articulated a desire to cross-dress, they decided that he was incapable of consenting to do that, so wouldn't let him. Yeah. We've also had cases where we've had people who have been... apparently they're not capable of giving consent to sexual acts, but apparently it's perfectly legal to sterilise them and castrate them. So they're not... It's ridiculous, the sort of cases we get. I mean, we've had cases where it's carers doing. We've also had cases where a carer is perfectly prepared to let their client cross-dress, and the parents have come in and said, no, if you let him cross-dress, we'll say that you've sexually assaulted him. It's ridiculous the kind of cases we get where disabled people are considered to be so incapable of giving consent. And we've had other ones where we've had people going, well, I can't talk, but that doesn't mean I can't give consent. Just because I'm not capable of communicating in what you consider to be a conventional way doesn't mean that I can't articulate yes and no, what I do and don't want.
We're going to definitely be talking more about that later in the day. We're going to have an interview with Kitty Stryker talking about people with disabilities and sexuality. Jamie?
Just to say quickly that it's an interesting irony about the law where the state itself is assumed to be consented to. We're all supposedly, before we're even born, agreed that there will be some people who will make decisions for us and on our behalf, and that we're expected to have already agreed to that. And so to project this onto other people, this question about consent and the way in which the state commits all sorts of torture and violence against bodies in a way that's, there's just some big questions there really for me.
Was there a specific question, or do you just want me to?
I just wanted to say that.
I just want to say on the same subject that it is weird that you cannot watch, for example, anal fisting and be in possession of it, but you can watch Al-Qaeda beheadings on YouTube. And I think my key is the relative nature of obscenity. I'm brought back to Apocalypse Now, and the line, they teach us to drop fire on young men from the sky, yet they will not let us write fuck on our aeroplanes because it is obscene. So yeah, relative nature of obscenity. Let's cheer for one to end on.
Did it